Tonight on Cooking with Tammy, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious salmon recipe, but it's not going to be any ordinary salmon recipe. We're going to be making, guess what? Marry Me Salmon. If we made Marry Me Chicken, why not make Marry Me Salmon, right? So with all of that being said, let's get to cooking. Here's the ingredients for today's recipe. Now, I've showed you how to make about a year ago, how to make delicious Marry Me chicken, all right? Hopefully you've gotten hitched. If not, I'm going to show you how to make my delicious Marry Me salmon, and this is guaranteed to get the job done. As you can see, we have salmon fillets, and we also have salt and ground black pepper, along with parmesan cheese, unsalted butter. This right here definitely makes the recipe, and this is sun-dried tomatoes, along with heavy cream, not half and half, but heavy cream because we want our salmon dinner to be nice and creamy, along with oregano, thyme, pepper flakes, aka crushed chili flakes, along with garlic, chicken stock, oil, and that's about it. First thing we want to do is add a drizzle of oil to our salmon. This is going to allow the seasoning to adhere to the salmon. Take your hand, spread the oil onto the salmon. Once we're done, we're going to take our combo mix of salt and ground black pepper, mix it up really well, and we're going to sprinkle it onto the salmon. Now, because this is seafood, we don't need to go in heavy with the seasoning. We don't need to over season this salmon whatsoever. All right, because you're going to take away from all of the deliciousness that we're going to create, all of those flavors that we're going to create later in this dish. A light sprinkle, that's it. Once we're done, we're going to flip the salmon over. And we're going to repeat the same process. Small drizzle. Salt and pepper. We're going to add a small drizzle of oil to our pan, along with some butter. We're going to add our salmon pieces to the pan. We're going to allow the salmon to brown on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm cooking on medium heat. Once we're done, we're going to flip it over and allow it to cook on the other side as well. Now, here's the thing. We're not going to cook the salmon all the way through because we're going to place the salmon into a nice, decadent, creamy sauce later on. However, if you do cook the salmon all the way through, you're not going to leave any leeway for us to add the salmon to the sauce later. Your salmon is going to be tough and dried out. Just thought I'd let you know. All right, using the same pan, guys, we're going to add some garlic. We're going to add dried thyme along with oregano. Let's also add some chili flakes. We're going to stir it around, get all of the flavors out of our herbs. And we are going to add our chicken broth. Let's add our heavy cream to the mix. Stir that on in. We're going to allow the flavors to marry, hence the name, right? And we're going to allow this to come to a slow simmer. Right now, the heat should be reduced to low flame. And we're going to give it a couple seconds to do what it do. We're going to add our sun-dried tomatoes, which is going to bring us an immense burst of deliciousness. And just in case you're wondering, no, you can't add regular tomatoes. Not only are you going to be losing out on flavor, but in my opinion, it's not going to pair as well. We're going to add a Parmesan cheese. Stir it up. Allow the cheese to melt. It's going to help the sauce to thicken up as well. Add the remaining cheese. The flame should be really low when it comes to adding the cheese because you want the sauce to be nice and creamy. All right, you want the cheese to literally combine itself into the sauce. We're going to re-add our salmon back to the pan. Let's add the juices from the salmon back to the pan. I'm going to spoon our delicious sauce onto the salmon. That's about it, my loves. I went ahead and paired the Marry Me salmon with some perfectly buttered whipped mashed potatoes. And when I tell you what, I don't know which one tasted better, the buttery mashed potatoes or the Marry Me salmon. But what I can tell you is it was the perfect complement. When I tell you I devoured my plate in about 5 minutes, yes, your girl is a fast eater. This dish right here, guys, oh my goodness. Definitely give this recipe a try. If you don't have a seafood allergy, I can guarantee you're going to thank me later. Head on over to cookingwithtammy.shop and get your seasonings. For all of my new subscribers as well, cookingwithtammy.shop. It's the reason why I've sold tens of thousands of Cooking with Tammy seasonings thus far. And it's simple. It's because these seasonings, they rock. They complement any dish that you're going to create. As always, try this recipe out. I'm Cooking with Tammy, and I will talk to you later.